What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know.
Cam Newton throws at the Auburn Pro Day. He threw about 30 passes, they said. My thing is, oh my God, you're telling me AR is not going number one? Breaking news. My thing is this, when I first heard the news, first of all, why couldn't you hold your own separate workout like OBJ did? You're just taking away the spotlight of all the kids that were there to hold all the scouts for the NFL and get them to draft them. And you came out there and you threw. So I mean, I automatically hate that. But then you hear the stuff about like he's still throwing weird. It wasn't the best throwing session out there. I mean, can he make a comeback? If we think about all the teams out there, what team does he fit best behind? Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. But who do you fit best behind? I mean, I really don't know. What team needs a... I mean, the Panthers. Could he go back to the Panthers? Nah, Frank Reich ain't going to do that. You know, the Buccaneers already got their quarterback. The Saints already got their quarterback. Yeah, going back to the Patriots, they got two quarterbacks up there. You know, the Steelers. Hey, I was a big proponent of him going to the Steelers the year before last. I really was. I thought just because they were in the limbo stage and the best coach that could kind of revive his career would have been Mike Tomlin. And I think it would have been really fun to see Mike Tomlin and him kind of, you know, get some plays drawn up to see what kind of cool stuff he could do. So you had that. The XFL. I don't know if he's going to the XFL. 49ers. I mean, if you're trying to teach your young guy how to scramble and throw in Trey Lance, then you possibly have that as an option. Yes. We will get to something interesting, which is our next topic. Miami is an interesting one too. I mean, how many of you guys put a 1 in the chat if you think he's still a starter somewhere? Put a 2 if you think he's a backup, and put an X if you think that he should be playing somewhere else. I just want to see the chat and what y'all say. 1 for if he's a starter still, 2 if he's a backup, an X if he should be playing in another league, if he shouldn't make a comeback. Already said X. Oh my goodness. Niners, Green Bay, and Washington are the ones I could think of since all three are kind of uncertain. X for XFL, X2, say less. Renegades need a quarterback. So I mean, when we say play in the NFL, do we not mean can be a backup somewhere? I think Cam Newton is trying to prove too much that I can be a starter, when really and truly, Cam, you are a glorified second stringer. And if you're not willing to accept that, maybe you do need to go to the USFL or you need to go to the XFL and give yourself a shot there, because I think you're severely handicapping yourself. I mean, if you want me to be completely honest with you, like doing these workouts, we've already seen you throw. We've already seen what you can do in a structured environment with New England, and it didn't work out that much. So at this point in time, you are aging. Me and him are the same age. We're 32, 33 years old. It's almost time to call it quits, man. It's almost time to call it quits. Out of all the quarterbacks, even the backups, who's Cam better than right now? Cam pulling a Colin Kaepernick without the knee. He's doing more than what Colin Kaepernick did, and the only ball that's really in his court is he really didn't do anything that really turned everybody against him other than just being a diva. Cam Newton has the wide receiver mentality but plays quarterback. If I'm Chris Ballard, I look at it like this. Let's say they get AR-15, his ceiling is Cam. If he hits and Cam is on the market, does Cam go to Indy and be the mentor for AR-15. I think with Cam Newton's mentality, I think he's in the mode where he wants to be a starter so bad again that him trying to be a mentor would only be toxic for their environment. He has to mentally come to the fact, because we've already seen the mentality. You've already done the video. He said there's not 32 other MFers out there that are better than me. So he already has the mentality and the fortitude in his mind, even though I don't think he has a fortitude anymore, but in his mind, he still thinks he's a starter. How can you mentor somebody when you're not ready to take the back seat and accept the fact that this is where your career is? I absolutely don't get that. Absolutely don't get it. Oh yeah, that's true. Falcons need a quarterback. Send Cam to Atlanta. His armor shot, he's not as fundamentally sound as he used to be. He won't accept being a backup. That's why he isn't in the league. Straight up. I think if he wasn't such, I mean, he's a polarizing figure, right? I don't necessarily think that him and a guy like Marquette King should not be in the NFL, especially Marquette King. People just weren't ready for punters like Marquette King. They're able to celebrate and stuff. I don't know why the NFL is such. This is why the XFL is so fun to watch. I don't get it, but Cam Newton has nothing else to prove at this point.